Yes, hello, welcome back to another video. So in this week's video, what we're going to be doing is disassembling the Canyon, because I am off to Mallorca tomorrow morning early doors. So I thought what I'd do is, because I'm travelling away with 5 of my mates who have never packed up their bike and travelled away with it. So I thought what I'd do is I'd do a video explaining what I do with disassembling my bike and packing it in the bike box. So what we're going to do just run through a little tutorial of what I do to get out there to make sure your bike is nice and safe. So I know a lot of people were getting sand in their knickers last time about where I clamped the bike. So today, obviously we've clamped it on the seat post. I never usually clamp it on the top tube, but as I was getting it out, as it was a new bike, I was excited. I was taking it out, it was just easier to clamp it to the top tube. But yes, we are clamped on the seat post today. So what I'm going to start with, taking the wheels off first. This is how I like to do it. Obviously everyone's probably got their own way of how they disassemble their bikes, but this is the way that I've always done it, and when I travel away with my bike. So we'll start by taking the wheels off. So I'm just going to get the tools and we'll just get on that now. Okay, so the tools that I got from Canyon, obviously I'm going to be using them. So just on this, just an Allen key, through axle through. And release. So wheel 1. So that will drop out like that. And then that will release the back wheel. So that's both wheels off. Also, when you travel with these wheels, or any wheels for that matter, you want to release the pressure out of them. Yes, so obviously you're going on an aeroplane, compressed air. You don't want these going bang or pop. So release the air out of them, you can blow them up the other side. So you do that with both wheels. Okay, so when you're traveling with disc brake bikes as well, you want to put these little inserts in the actual disc brake where the pads are. So you want to sit these in and just clip them in there. Okay, so that when you get the other side, obviously they aren't stuck together and clamped up. So front and back. Okay, and then you can hear them just clip in. So another good trick to do so the chain doesn't scratch on your bike is to put the through axle actually through at the back, pull this up, put this all the way through, and then fix this in, and that will just hold your chain in place so it's not rubbing against the frame of your bike. So just a nice little tip to do. So like I said, with the Canyon bikes, obviously there's four bolts in the top of your handlebars. Just unscrew them and then the handlebars will break apart. So that's a great design with the Canyon bikes. So I'm gonna just disassemble these in a minute and I'll show you the finished article. So these will just come apart like this. And then that's that. Right, so yeah, that's the headset. Literally just pull apart, that's fine, and then you pack that in the box. Next up, we've got the pedals. Super easy. I've already just loosened this off a little bit, so this should just freely come out. By the way, lefty loosey. Oh. Right, okay, so both pedals taken off. That is the bike stripped back pretty much to bare. Obviously we've got the seat post to take out, which I'll do in a second, and then we're going to load it in the bike box and we'll show you how all of that. Okay, so just going to take off the seat post, loosen that. You should be able to just slide that out like that, and the bike is free. Okay, so the bike sat in situ. We use a little bit of this just to protect the bike a little bit, but what I do is I like to pack it out with clothes as well, so you're just making sure that the whole bike is absolutely protected and it's adding weight to the box. So we know, like airline people, you know, the people who load the planes, they're not too bothered about your bike, and they're going to chuck and lob it around. So if it weighs a little bit more, it makes it harder for them to do that. So I'm just going to insert this in like such, and then start. Ooh. And then start belting it in. Okay, so trying to get it fixed in as many places as possible so that it's not going to slide around or get damaged in any way. Okay, so we're going to insert the disc. Obviously you want to insert the one that hasn't got the cassette on first in here, and just tighten this little. Then you want to just tighten it at the back with an Allen key. So just going to do the finger tight for the second until we get it where we want to. Okay, so cassette side, that side, normal that side, disc. Now what I do is, obviously this comes with this little pad in here, so that just protects everything. But in addition, that will stay there. Well, it won't stay there now. But in addition to that, what I like to do is, obviously, like I said before previous, we like to pack the bike box out. So what I'll be doing in, obviously my stuff's in the wash, because obviously, you know, last minute Charlie. I'll be packing it full of all of my cycling clothes and that. But what I do is just get a towel like that, and then I'll wrap towels and things like that over the bike box, just adding that little bit more protection to the bike. So that is pretty much it. We're going to seal the bike box now, and then I put a ratchet strap around it, which I'll show you that as well. Just shut the lid, touch, make sure everything's all in. Just a little added extra that I like to do, just to make sure everything's all safe and secure. I like to put a ratchet strap over it, so it just binds it all together, and it just takes that pressure off if anything should to fly open. So it's just like an extra little insurance policy for yourself. Also, I know a few people might pick up that I haven't took the rear mech off. I don't like to take the rear mech off if I don't have to. The box shuts and it's fine without the rear mech coming off. It's just less to put on the other side in Mallorca, so it's all for simplicity. But yeah, that is basically what I do with my bike box. Pack it up, and that is it from that. Nice and simple. And the next week, tomorrow morning, I'll be flying to Mallorca, so we'll see you in Mallorca. Mallorca Bosch.